Hi folks, welcome to Franchise Reborn. It's been a while since I've done this segment on the channel, so I figured I'd do it for this video today. A little off the regular segment where usually I would talk about current news within the Sabres organization. Today I want to talk about my 12 list Christmas wish for the Buffalo Sabres to give me. So let's take a look at it, guys. We'll talk about it, have a little fun with this. Get this, I made this video in my green Christmas jersey. Guys, my green jersey, I got a green screen. It cues out green, remember? As soon as I uploaded the video, I'm like, oh, what was I thinking? So I can't do it, can't show it to you guys, unless I just did the shirt with the green screen, where maybe I'll throw a clip to let you see it for a good laugh. We'll see. I think I was supposed to put a clip in one of the videos today too, and I just forgot. And guys, I'm all over the place. I'm really tired, but let's get on this. My 12 things I want for my Sabres Christmas. Number 12. I want, I almost gave you the wrong number. Sorry, guys, because I had to switch the numbers around. I want the Sabres to stay healthy, guys. I want to stay healthy the rest of the year, and I want to see what we have. We're never going to know what we have and reach our potential if we keep having damn injuries every year. Let's hope that the Sabres from this point on, the rest of the year, a little bit of lady luck on our side, and we stay healthy the rest of the season. If we can stay healthy the rest of the season, you know, playoffs are possible. But we got to stay healthy if we're going to have any shot at the playoffs. Number 11, continue growth within the organization. Guys, and I don't just mean winning, okay? I'm talking, I want to see UPL develop, for example. We're talking about goaltending lately. I want to see UPL take a step. You know, let's say things take a little step backwards while somebody else takes a step forward and things like that. I want to see a healthy progress in the organization by season's end like we did last year. I don't know what that means. I really don't know if that means we finish 10 games over 500. I don't know what that means. We'll know at the end of the year if we're happy or not with what we've seen, or if we felt a little ripped off that they could have done better. We'll know by the end of the year. Continue growth. Steady growth. As long as it's a steady pace that we're developing and getting better and better. Number 10. Defensive play of the Sabres got to get better, guys. I want to see better defensive play by the end of the season. It's not asking too much. I mean, that just means finish your hits. You know, the blocking's pretty good on the team overall. It's not bad. We're not doing a lot of giveaways anymore. Our giveaways has drastically decreased. I should actually do a video on that. Our giveaways this year has drastically went down. But team defensive play overall still needs improvement. We're still letting in too many goals. But as of late, I know we've let in like some big games, a lot of shots and stuff. I've seen an improvement. I have seen an improvement in that department. Doesn't mean every game, but once every 3 games, you see a much better defensive game out of the kids. So I'll take it. You know, I'll take it. That's it for number 10. Number 9. You're going to be shocked I got this one on there, guys. Get meaner or more physical. I want to see that happen at some point this year, even if it's late in the year when the season's done. I don't know. I want to see a change in that department. We got to get more meaner, more physical as a team. I think they know this already, though. So I don't think it's on the agenda, is what I'm saying yet. But I'm pretty sure they realize this. If we realize it as fans, they realize it as a team. So they're taking the important ice minutes and turning it into becoming the best offensive team in hockey, which is okay with me right now. But it would be nice to see more meaner, more physical by the end of the year. Number 8. Where are we? There it is. Devon Levi signs his entry-level deal. I want that as bad as many of you. And wouldn't it be something, guys, if UPL stepped it up and Devon Levi signed all in the same year? Wouldn't that be something? We'd be feeling so good about our goaltending all of a sudden. I want to see Devon Levi sign that entry-level contract this season, at the season's end. Hope so. Number 7. UPL just becomes awesome overnight. This can happen, guys. It can happen in the NHL where players go from regular NHL players to superstars, and it feels like overnight. And for those of you that say that never happens, 2 words, Tage Thompson. It can happen. Players can just all of a sudden go from NHL fillers and regulars to a superstar. And if UPL was lacking confidence, I'm sure he has some of that right now, guys. Right now, his confidence is better. That's for sure. So let's see what happens with that. Let's see what we have, you know? I think we're going to see a better UPL from this point on. I do. So UPL becomes awesome overnight. Wouldn't that be something? Then we'd have a little less stress about Levi signing. That would be nice. Number 6, 70 power play goals. I know I talked about 60 to 65, guys. I'm upping that to 70 now because we're already halfway there. We're past halfway there. We got, I believe it's 36, right? 36 and 34. Am I right saying that? I'm pretty sure I am. But anyway, if I'm not, I'm tired. I had a long night. 70 power play goals. The Sabres hit that. The odds of making the playoffs are so good. And we're already halfway there. That's why I'm saying right now, just by certain numbers, we're a playoff team right now. I don't care what the record says. We're better than our record. That's the first time I can say that ever on this channel. The Sabres are better than their record. We're 2 games over 500. We're much better than that. Much better. 70 power play goals. Playoff team, all of a sudden. Number 5. I almost said the wrong one. Where's number 5? There it is. Oh, top 6 team in the NHL in the second half, guys. I like to be in the top elite part of the team, which is the top 8. I got us, instead of the top 25%, the top 20. Being in the top 6 with our record, the second half of the season. 6th best record in one of the 6 best top records in hockey the second half of the season. We'll see if we accomplish that. If we do, we're in the playoffs. I'll tell you right now. We're already on our way. That would just seal it for me. So top 6 team in the second half. That's my number 5 on my wish list. Number 4, Granato wins a Jack Adams. If we make the playoffs, I'm getting that wish fulfilled. Who else is going to win Coach of the Year if the Sabres make the playoffs? Come on, folks. That's an easy one, right? Granato will win the Jack Adams. I think very good chance he will, even if we miss the playoffs. How good I think we're going to be by the end of the year. That's number 4. Number 3, Rasmus Dahlin wins his first Norris Trophy. I talked about this before the season. I believe that he's going to do this. And I wasn't just saying I think he's better than Makar. I think he's better than Cale Makar. I know Makar's really awesome, but he's not Rasmus Dahlin. Dahlin, there's so much more potential. He's bigger, he's stronger, he's meaner, and he's just as gifted easily. So, you know, what would Rasmus Dahlin look like if he was on the Avalanche? That's my question, guys. Rasmus Dahlin wins his first Norris Trophy. I think that's attainable for sure. That comes in at number 3. Number 2, I think you guys are going to like this one. Tage scores 60 goals, not 50, 60 goals, wins his first Rocket Richard Trophy. I think that's very attainable if he stays healthy. I think that 60 goals, is as crazy as that sounds, is a reality with this guy. He's that good. Tage Thompson, folks, has come out of nowhere to become an absolute superstar. I'm as taken back by it as anybody. I just still am. You know, like, I'm not surprised now when I watch him. I have high expectations of this guy. But, you know, goes to show a man of faith, huh? You can't beat a man of faith. And this guy's just, he's making, what is it, $1.5 million, 1.4 this year? And look what he's doing. So he's not in it only for the money. He loves the game. And he's going to be compensated the rest of his career, and hopefully, and I think he will, be this good throughout that contract. This guy's going to fulfill that contract, folks, as long as he stays healthy. Tage Thompson is a real thing. 60 goals, wins the Rocket. And then we can look at Toronto fans and say, yeah, but we're paying you guys are paying for Austin Matthews a lot more than we're paying for Tage Thompson. And Thompson gets more goals. So please explain. Like, you know, we can have a little fun with them. And number 1, guys, make the playoffs, but not only make the playoffs, go all the way to the semifinals, and then we're talking Stanley Cup. Like, I want to get in and make damage if we get in. I don't want to be one of these teams that it has playoff failure. And I'm not singling out Toronto, but Toronto sucks in the playoffs for a reason. They're not built for the playoffs. Look at their blue liners. They're not built for the playoffs, this team. This team, again, will fall in most likely. And Toronto have a great defensive record this year, but that's the regular season. Come playoff time and they're in a war against a team like Boston, they're done. They're just done. And Toronto have, they've just made some mistakes. If they had a different general manager, thank goodness they don't have a solid GM over there, because if they did, Toronto might have a few cups under their belt right now, guys. Seriously, with the studs they have on that team. But right now, I'll just take it for what it is. And I don't want to wind up like that. I don't want to wind up like getting in the playoffs and choking all the time in the playoffs and having that hang over our head as the next issue. No thanks. No, I'd rather have a playoff drought than be a playoff choker for me, you know? And I'm not saying the Leafs can't win the cup this year. They can. They got the goaltending this year. They're looking good. Their forwards are ready to do it. I just don't think they will with that blue line, you know? But that, again, I'm talking about the Leafs. I don't want to talk about the Leafs. I'm talking about our guys. If we get in, we've got a real solid blue line already. And us, what we're lacking really is a bit of goaltending, I think. We're not sure yet. And that's about it. And guys, experience. Once we got the experience, we're going to be fine. I'm sure of it. I'm sure we're going to have deep runs, many deep runs with this squad that we have now, if we can manage to keep them together, and that's all up to Adams and the cap. That's for another video. All right, guys, done. Let me get this out first. This is going to go up first before the other ones that I've uploaded, because this was scheduled first. See you in the next video.